Hello, I am Adal, and today I'll be casting a set between Bo3 and Squeaker as part of Hun Wars 2021. This is the side event, which is from 1500 elo to 2k. And the Squeaker here is between 1600 and 1700 elo, hailing from England, while Bo3 has barely scratched the surface of 2k, hailing from Estonia. So Squeaker is obviously the underdog here, and has a very tough challenge in Bo3. I don't know too much about Squeaker, but Bo3 is very fond of playing Huns. I think that's the only seed I've ever seen him play, actually. So as for the maps, it seems Bo3 has a very open map here, very tough to wall. His berries are in the front, both of his boars or rhino and elephant is in the front as well. Could potentially be lamed. So he does have a nice double backwood line, but nothing in the front, as I said, so tough to wall. His main goal is also in the front. Meanwhile, Squeaker has slightly better map, but easier to wall. He has some like a pretty unfortunate triangle of resources in the front there, with both his main gold, an extra gold, a stone, and his berries in this Bermuda triangle of death. Very big scoop to go for towers or something. Okay, so here we see a more traditional 3-wheelers on the woodline for runs, which I think is the optimal in the beginning. Perfectly fine lure here by Squeaker. Bo3 going for the elephant first. Like to find some sheep. This is a very clean scouting from Bo3, as you can see. Not leaving any black areas, or very little, as you can see. Let's look at Squeaker's scouting. Also pretty clean, I think. There's a little bit more black area, but there's not the kind of places that you'd find extra sheep or something. Like this is obviously going to be a wood line. Let's go in front now to scout out Bo3 while luring his elephant. Bo3 doing the same thing. He's found his main gold. Perfect lure by both players. Bo3 now going for a farm. No farms yet for Squeaker. He actually has 5 villagers on berries, which is actually not too common, too uncommon, I should say, in Hun Wars, from what I can remember years ago. Squeaker now with 10 villagers on our town center. He's not sending more villagers to the woodline. They both have 14 villagers on food here, as you can see. Squeaker has 9 on the town center and 5 on the berries. He's going up at 20 population. That's a bit too fast, I think, without pushing there. It's pretty tight. Not a lot of room for error, that's for sure. And this woodland here is probably not the best place to lumber camp. It's in the front, and the woodland is pretty bad too. It's like in a circle, a round circle. This would have been better, more area to chop from. V-Scoob is very keen on scouting this area, making sure he's not making any militias yet. V-Scoob himself going up at 21, not having pushed any serious himself. He has 9 villagers in wood, which is reasonable as Huns, as they save a lot of wood on not building houses. Being their biggest bonus, I think. Squeaker had those pre-walls here, but he was unable to deposit the wood, so he had to rearrange it a bit. He's now building a stable. He's getting his upgrades. So Squeaker is actually going to get his stable up slightly faster than Scoob. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Basically, also making some preemptive walls in the woodlines. Pretty similar style from these players so far. Now where is Squeaker Scout? There it is. Basically immediately sending Spearman forward towards his stable. Squeaker has 3 scouts, while Squeaker has 2 scouts, but 2 spearmen. So it should be the better army composition for Big Scoop so far. So Squeaker can do some raiding here. He hit the berries there, which is usually the prime target when going scouts. Either berries or woodlines. Squeaker trying to defend this with the spearman of his own. He should take this engagement. No V-Scoob has reinforcements. Looks like Squeaker is struggling a bit economically here. Yeah, I think it was too tight to go up 20 pop. I have 30 seconds idle time. Not making any villagers. But he's keeping his army production up, that's good. Oh, has to pay attention now. Base groups being 1 villager ahead, as you can see, because he's more consistent with the villager production. And he's carrying out Squeaker's army here. There are very small margins at play here. It's all come down to micro when they're so equal army compositions there. Ah man, there's some idle builders on the wood line. I think that's a bug though with the claim to fix surfing, but after every patch there's some bugs. Like nowadays, builders just idle for no reason, even though they've been working previously. It's pretty annoying. Can happen to anyone. Farms for Squeaker, 17 farms for Big Scoop. Still with 9 villagers in wood. Ah, yes, some idle villager on the base. For mining camp, but it's got a lot of vulnerable villagers out there. Looks like he's gonna lose us a villager, but he also lost 2 scouts. Please keep 2, now 2 villagers ahead. And he has some momentum going. He's gonna be able to snipe another villager ahead at the cost of 1 scout. Could have been avoided. So Squeaker now going for archery range. But he has 8 villagers in gold, that's a bit excessive. With 1 archery range, it's enough to have 5. Big was going for an archery range. Oh, he's actually got 10 villagers on gold. Okay, that tells me he's going to go for second archery range straight away. Yeah. Just 1 so far for Squeaker. Though his economy has been very interrupted by his scouts. Big doing a good job of being really annoying. And Squeaker has 7 spearmen. That's quite a lot. No, 8 spearmen. Yeah, that might put him behind economically. Ah, he's got more scouts. Wow, that's a surprise. We'll have to chase these scouts around all the time. That can be annoying still. I think Squeaker just wants to go up to the next stage now. At this point. As you can see, he's going for the blacksmith rather than the second range. Obviously, fletching is important, but basically we're already going up, getting bloodlines and fletching. Yes, just for 4 spare spearmen to protect himself at home. Man, this is so much army just idling, chasing these 2 scouts from Squeaker. Nine spearmen. I don't like that. Everything else seems pretty decent from him. Actually gonna go for a market. Is he gonna sell stone, maybe? Try to force his way up somehow. Man, you see how much these 2 scouts can do? Like they don't even have to kill any villagers, just be annoying. Run around, distract him, buy himself time. He's actually going for 3 archers. Is he gonna go for... Yeah, he's definitely gonna go for cavalry archers set. Go for husbandry straight away, which is important for cavalry archers. To hit and run, not taking any unnecessary damage. Even adding a second town center on the gold line. Or gold mine, I should say. Going forward now with some archers that he's been queuing up in the village. He's going to use to harass and throw Squeaker a bit off. Yeah, and he calls it GG. Understandably. I think that was pretty well played by Squeaker, to give him credits. He is clearly underdog here. By several hundred below. And that was pretty flawless play by Big Scoob. You can clearly see that he knows what he's doing as Huns on Arabia. He also played on standard speed, it seems. Let's look at the statistics. As you can see, it wasn't too bad played by Squeaker and Kid either. Actually managed to defend himself pretty well up until Big Scoob came out forward with the archers and finished the castle age. Very decent castle time by Big Scoob. Squeaker being 1 meter ahead, only because he didn't go for the castle age. Let's go for the next record of game 2 between Big Scoob and Squeaker. This is a terrible map for Squeaker. You can see already, just look at the minimap. See that the vast majority of the wood is on Scoob's side. Or just like a dry ass desert on the left side for Squeaker at. Nothing to fall back on. And also have a back wood line. If he takes the aggressive approach, he could make something with this. Ian pushes a early ostrich. Not a bad idea. Getting his spore early. It's a reasonable time, I suppose. Why is Squeaker 1 villager behind there? Okay. Okay, it's not just a few seconds below then. So Adal die, I presume. Making a meal. We're having 3 villagers in woodline. Standard stuff from both of them so far. Squeaker making good use of the ostriches there. They're nice and close in the front. Basically, it's a real nice place you can see. Back woodline, bears in the back, even ostriches in the back. You can wall over like this, and like here. As you can see, you can secure all these resources. Set this second gold mine. I guess you could. It would be exposed still. We could go for the maritime approach this time, it seems. Going up at 21 population. It's a very reasonable build, I think. Yeah. Biscuit being very active with the scout, seeing exactly what Squeaker is doing. There's no misunderstanding this for anything else than a maritime opening. Of getting their upgrades. What's Biscuit doing? Okay, skewing up 1 spearman and some scouts. Okay, so it doesn't look like Squeaker's gonna be able to do much damage with his men-at-arms. Ah, even loses his scout there. That's pretty unfortunate. Just within range, as you can see, within 6 tiles. But what will... Okay, Squeaker is following up with an archer range. Just 1 for now. Seems like its economy can provide another range, nor blacksmith just yet. Basically wants to get rid of these men-at-arms now. Kind of an even fight. So I would actually give Squeaker the benefit of the doubt there. I think he did a better job. Basically now adding a archer range himself. I wonder if... Okay, I think Squeaker's gonna go for a blacksmith and 1 range for now. Adding some more farms. I think that's a mistake, because these archers aren't gonna do much. Very sound economy for Big Scoob. So going in some scouts, trying to harass. 8 PM is so important in these matchups, especially in Hun Wars. You play open like this. Oh, trying to snipe a villager there. Nice recalls. He did lose 1 villager though. Not the best fight for Squeaker. Should pull back. Is being distracted at home, of course, by a few scouts. He's gonna be so good at just being annoying and keeping the pressure up. He really buys himself a lot of time. I'm learning a lot from just watching how he plays. I think I would struggle against Squeaker myself. very good play by B3. It's now 3 villagers ahead. And 1 more army. Ah, that's unfortunate. Basically just picking up villagers one by one. A pretty effective use of his skirmishers there too. Squeaker isn't done yet. It's actually picking up in there, but I think Biscuit got the wheelbarrow. I'm not so sure actually. No, Biscuit is going up. Squeaker is getting wheelbarrow himself, but his eco is lacking, as you see. Cutting gold and there's not enough food. It's just been so much harassed. Wow, 4 archer rangers for the Beast Cube. Crazy. 13 villagers and gold. And Squeaker cuts GG, of course. Very understandably. I have to give credits to Squeaker again. He's doing this really well. Really held up against a really strong Hun player, which is Beast Cube. I remember practicing games with him some months ago, and I did not last as long. Yeah, so these are the statistics. A bit better for Beastcube this time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this set, and we hope to see more from these players again. GG VP.